I'm so excited that I heard about a bigger world because you guys also believe in experiential learning and that kids can learn to dream and envision who they can be one day once they experience something. So, we're going to take career trips this year, and I'm going to hope that we can partner together and create these fantastic career trips for the kids. So, one of the things that I thought about this year was I wanted to know what the kids were wanting to be and do and experience in life. So, a lot of our kids have said animals, but I think a lot of them want or think that working with animals means working in a zoo or working as a vet, which is all fine and good. But I want to expose them to something bigger, something a little bit different, and see if maybe that might tap into some of their interests that they didn't even know they had. So, our first career trip is going to be to the Trinity Forest here in Dallas. So, the Trinity Forest, of course, has lots of wildlife and different trails. So, we're going to start the trip by going to the Trinity Trust, and they have great big pictures of the entire city mapped out, and they'll talk about design and architecture and different careers that the kids could do on that end, because we're going to be building over the next several years. The city of Dallas is going to be building bike paths and trails through the Trinity Forest. But along with that comes animal and wildlife preservation and safety. So we're going to leave the Trinity Trust and go over to the Trinity Forest. First of all, take a canoe trip, which I think that will be exciting in itself. So take a little canoe trip down the river to where they're going to eventually build a floating educational classroom. So we'll float down there, and then the kids will take a hike through the forest and talk about the careers that are in within the environment with different nature and animals and different things that they could do, nonprofit management, things that they could do that's more outdoorsy and that may tap into their interest. From there, we'll come back, eat lunch, and then head over to SMU, to the Paleontology lab. So we're kind of going further back in the animal kingdom, but we will do an experiential project in the lab, and then go from SMU back to our own community and work with engineering students to build a solar car. And then we can talk about the careers that are the green careers that are coming into play, and the different opportunities that they'll have by the time they graduate to work with the environmental careers and different things that can be green. So the other thing that we're asking for is to have a couple of cameras, because although I take a lot of pictures and love creating videos and showing the kids what they've done, I want to see what the kids really value, and I want to know what they really get out of it. So I'd love to have 2 cameras to give to the group to let them video throughout their trip, and then at the end they can create their own iMovies, or we can all create it together. So they'll also have incorporated into their trip photography and videography, just by getting that experience each time. So I'm really excited about this and love that we have these opportunities available to us. So I look forward to telling you about it once we're finished.